Hello, and a very warm welcome to our peaceful corner of the internet. Thank you so much for carving out a little bit of your precious time to sit with us today.
Yes, a very warm, genuine welcome back to absolutely everyone listening. We know your days are incredibly busy and your physical environment is probably full of demands and noise. So we are truly grateful you decided to slow down, take a deep breath, and practice your English with us right now.
I am Emma.
And I am Henry. This is your safe, comfortable, and completely stress-free space to improve your English through real, honest conversations about daily life. And today, we are talking about the physical and mental space around you.
We really are. Whether you are walking your dog in the park right now, washing the dirty dishes in your kitchen, or maybe you're just trying to organize a very messy closet, we see you, we understand you, and we are so happy you're here with us.
We absolutely are. Before we dive into our main topic today, Emma, I have a somewhat funny, slightly embarrassing question to ask you. Have you ever bought an object, brought it into your house, and then completely forgot that it existed?
Oh, Henry, you are exposing my deepest secrets today. But yes, absolutely. Just last weekend, I was cleaning the very back of my kitchen cabinets, and I found a very expensive, heavy, specialized machine for making fresh pasta.
A fresh pasta maker. That sounds very romantic and Italian. How many times have you actually made fresh pasta in your kitchen since you bought it?
Exactly 0 times. I bought it 3 years ago because I watched a beautiful cooking documentary on a Sunday, and I imagined myself having peaceful weekends making pasta from scratch with flour everywhere. But the honest truth is, when I come home from work, I'm exhausted, and I usually just boil dry pasta from a plastic bag.
Ah, I completely understand. You did not buy the machine for the real Emma. You bought the expensive machine for your fantasy self.
Yes, exactly. My fantasy self makes fresh pasta, speaks 5 languages fluently, and wakes up at 5 in the morning to run a marathon. My real self is tired and buys frozen pizza.
We all have a fantasy self, Emma. I have a very expensive set of professional watercolor paints in my desk drawer. I've never painted a single picture in my adult life, but I like the romantic idea of being a quiet artist. And those paints just sit there, taking up physical space and making me feel slightly guilty every single time I open the drawer and see them.
That heavy feeling of guilt is exactly what we want to talk about today. Today, we are discussing the gentle, life-changing magic of minimalism.
Minimalism is a wonderful, popular concept, but when most people hear the word minimalism, they imagine a freezing cold, empty white room with absolutely no comfortable furniture, no bright colors, and no joy. They think of a hospital.
Exactly. They think it means you have to throw away everything you love, wear only gray shirts, and live like a strict monk in the mountains. But that is completely wrong. True minimalism is not about having nothing. It's about only having the things that actually matter to you.
It is about intentionally making physical space for the things you truly love by gently removing the things that are simply distracting you, making you feel guilty, or making your house feel heavy.
So today, Henry and I are going to share 10 gentle, highly practical, and realistic minimalist rules that completely change the way we live. We're not telling you to throw away your television or your books. We're just sharing small daily habits that bring massive mental peace.
Let us start right away with rule number 1. I like to call this the nightclub bouncer rule.
The nightclub bouncer. A bouncer is the strong, serious security guard who stands at the front door of a club and decides who can enter. How does that apply to our living rooms?
It's the simple, strict policy of one in, one out. Whenever you buy something brand new to bring into your home, something else must leave. You have to act like the strict bouncer at the front door of your house.
Ah, I love that concept. So if I go to the store and buy a beautiful, warm, new winter sweater, I must look in my closet and donate an old sweater that I no longer wear.
Exactly. If you buy a new, colorful coffee mug, an old chipped coffee mug must go in the recycling bin. This completely stops your house from slowly filling up with invisible clutter over the years. Your personal inventory stays perfectly balanced, and your closets never overflow.
That is brilliant and so easy to do. Rule number 2 is deeply connected to my pasta machine story. We call it the fantasy self-test.
The fantasy self-test. Please explain this to our listeners, Emma, because I definitely need to apply this rule to my life.
Before you buy anything, especially a hobby item or expensive equipment, you must stand in the store and be radically honest with yourself. Ask yourself, am I buying this for the real life I live today, or am I buying this for an imaginary, perfect version of myself?
That is a very difficult, uncomfortable question to answer honestly when you're holding something exciting in the store.
It really is. But if you hate sleeping outside and you hate insects, do not buy a $300 camping tent just because you want to be an adventurous nature person. Accept your beautiful, comfortable indoor self, put the tent back on the shelf, and save your money.
That removes so much pressure to be someone else. Which brings us to rule number 3, the 48-hour waiting room.
The 48-hour waiting room. This rule is specifically designed for online shopping, correct?
Yes, it is. Modern online shopping is incredibly dangerous for our wallets because it is completely frictionless. You see a beautiful pair of shoes on your phone, you click one single button, and the shoes arrive at your front door the very next day. The dopamine reward in your brain is instant.
So how does the waiting room technique protect us?
You are absolutely allowed to shop online. Put the expensive shoes or the new jacket in your digital shopping cart, but you are strictly forbidden from actually paying for them for 48 hours. You just close the website, turn off your phone, and wait 2 entire days.
And what usually happens after those 2 days pass?
90% of the time, the emotional excitement completely disappears. You realize you already have 3 pairs of black shoes, you do not actually need them, and you just calmly delete them from the cart. You give your slow, rational brain enough time to win the argument against your fast, emotional brain.
That is a brilliant financial buffer. Okay, rule number 4 is something I like to call the museum mindset.
The museum mindset. I'm picturing walking through a beautiful, quiet art gallery.
Exactly. When you go to a famous art museum, you see incredible, priceless paintings, beautiful marble statues, and ancient gold jewelry. You appreciate them deeply. You think they are absolutely gorgeous, but you never ever feel the need to put them in your bag, buy them, and take them home to own them.
Because you can appreciate their beauty without possessing them.
Yes, we need to apply that exact same mindset to shopping. You can walk through a beautiful home decor store, see a gorgeous, expensive velvet chair, and say out loud, "That is a beautiful chair," but you don't have to buy it. You can just appreciate its existence and leave it in the store, just like a painting in a museum.
That is incredibly freeing. You completely break the psychological connection between admiring something and purchasing something.
Exactly. Let us move to rule number 5, Henry, the sacred flat surface.
The sacred flat surface. This is a very physical, visual rule for your house. If you look around your house right now, you'll probably notice that flat surfaces are absolute magnets for clutter.
It is so painfully true. The kitchen island, the dining room table, the desk in the corner. We just drop our mail, our heavy keys, our bags, and random papers on them the exact second we walk inside the house. They become mountains of stress.
Yes, so the rule is to choose just one flat surface in your entire home. Maybe it's your wooden dining table, and declare it sacred. It must remain completely 100% empty and clean at all times. If you put a piece of paper or a coffee mug on it, you must clear it away before you go to sleep at night.
Why does keeping one table empty make such a big difference in a house?
Because visual noise creates mental noise. When you wake up, walk into your kitchen and see one perfectly clear, empty, clean table, your tired brain instantly relaxes. It gives your eyes a peaceful place to rest.
I am definitely going to try that tonight with my kitchen counter. Rule number 6 is an invisible one, the digital unsubscribe.
The digital unsubscribe. Because minimalism is not just about physical objects in your closet, is it? It is also about our phones.
Not at all. Digital clutter is extremely exhausting and stressful. Every single day, we receive dozens of promotional emails from clothing stores, airlines, and restaurants, constantly telling us about massive sales and demanding our immediate attention.
They are constantly whispering in our ears, buy more, you are missing out.
Exactly. It creates anxiety. So your new rule is this. Every time you receive an email from a store that you did not explicitly ask for, do not just delete the email. Take 5 seconds, scroll to the very bottom of the message, and aggressively click the unsubscribe button. Protect your digital environment just like your physical home.
That is wonderful advice. Rule number 7 is a classic trap that everyone falls into. We must destroy the just-in-case myth.
The just-in-case myth. I think every single human being in the world has a box full of strange, tangled computer cables in their house, just in case they need them one day.
I absolutely have that box of cables. I have chargers for mobile phones I threw away 15 years ago. We keep old clothes that do not fit, strange, rusty tools, and broken items because we look at them and think, maybe one day in the distant future there will be an emergency and I will need this.
But that emergency day almost never comes, does it?
Exactly. You are holding on to actual trash out of fear. The strict rule is, if you haven't used an item in the last 12 months and it would cost you less than $20 to replace it in an emergency, let it go. Throw it away or donate it. You are currently paying for the object with your mental peace and your living space.
That is very true. We pay rent for our clutter. Rule number 8 is a beautiful alternative to buying things. It's called renting the adventure.
Renting the adventure. Tell us about this one, Emma. It sounds very exciting.
Sometimes we have a very special, rare event in our lives. Maybe your best friend invites you to a fancy, elegant wedding, or you decide to go camping in the cold mountains for one single weekend. The immediate modern instinct is to buy a brand new, expensive dress or a massive, heavy camping tent.
But you will only use those specific things one single time, and then they will sit in your dark closet collecting dust for 5 years.
Exactly. So rent the adventure instead. You can easily rent beautiful formal clothing online for a weekend. You can rent professional tools for a home project. You can rent camping gear, or you can simply borrow them from a kind neighbor. You get all the joy and memory of the experience without the heavy burden of storing and cleaning the object forever.
That is so incredibly smart. Experiences are light, but objects are heavy, which leads to rule number 9, the daily uniform.
The daily uniform. This sounds a little bit like we are going back to high school.
It does, but it is actually the hidden secret of many highly successful leaders and creative people. Every single morning when you wake up, your brain has a very limited amount of decision-making energy for the day. If you stand in front of a massive closet full of clothes for 20 minutes trying to decide what colors to wear, you are wasting valuable brain power.
You are experiencing deep decision fatigue before you even drink your first cup of morning coffee.
Exactly. So create a simple, elegant daily uniform for yourself. Choose a few high-quality, comfortable pieces of clothing that always look good together, and just wear simple variations of that every single day.
It completely removes the morning stress. You look elegant, you feel comfortable, and you save your precious mental energy for your big dreams, your work, and your English learning.
And finally, we arrive at rule number 10. This is definitely the most emotional one, Emma. The memory box.
The memory box. Dealing with sentimental, emotional items is always the absolute hardest part of minimalism for people.
It truly is. We keep old faded movie tickets, terrible childhood drawings, and broken jewelry from our grandparents because we are terrified that if we throw the physical object away in the trash, we will somehow lose the beautiful memory attached to it.
Yes, we feel an immense amount of guilt as if we're throwing away our own history or insulting our family.
But your memories are completely safe inside your brain and your heart, not inside a broken coffee cup. So the gentle rule is to create one single beautiful memory box. It can be made of nice wood or strong cardboard.
And what exactly goes inside the box?
Only the absolute most important, deeply meaningful items that you truly love. If the item does not fit comfortably inside that one single box, you must be brave and let it go. And if you're really struggling to throw something away, take a beautiful, clear photograph of it with your phone. Save the digital picture and throw the physical object in the trash. You keep the memory forever, but you free the physical space in your home.
That is incredibly practical and very, very gentle. So to quickly summarize our 10 minimalist rules for a peaceful life, use the bouncer rule to manage your inventory, take the fantasy self-test, use the 48-hour waiting room for online shopping, practice the museum mindset, create a sacred flat surface,
aggressively unsubscribe from digital noise, destroy the just-in-case myth, rent the adventure instead of buying it, create a simple daily uniform, and protect your history with a single memory box.
You do not have to do all of these tomorrow morning. Even adopting just one of these rules this week will make your home and your mind feel significantly lighter.
You are doing wonderfully just by showing up to listen and reflect with us today. Now, before we finish our time together, let us slow down our pace even more and take our calm word tour.
This truly is my favorite part of the entire episode. This is the quiet, safe moment where we review some of the beautiful, useful, and slightly advanced vocabulary we used in today's chat. Just relax your tired shoulders, take a deep, slow breath, and let the English meanings settle deeply into your memory.
Our first word today is clutter.
Clutter. This is a very common, very visual noun. Clutter refers to a large amount of things lying around in an untidy, messy state. It is objects that are not organized, that you do not need, and that take up too much space, creating stressful visual noise.
For example, you could say, I spent my entire Saturday morning clearing the old clutter from my dark garage. Or, a desk full of mental clutter makes it very difficult to concentrate on your important work. Clutter.
Our next highly useful adjective is intentional.
Intentional. If you do something in an intentional way, it means you do it on purpose, with deep thought and careful planning. You do not just act randomly, on autopilot, or by accident. You make a conscious, clear choice.
For instance, she made an intentional decision to stop watching late-night television and read more books instead. Or, living an intentional life means you are the captain of your own choices. Intentional.
Our third important concept is decision fatigue.
Decision fatigue. This is a fascinating psychological phrase. Fatigue means extreme, heavy tiredness. So decision fatigue is the mental exhaustion you feel after you have made far too many choices during the day. Your brain gets tired and you start making bad, impulsive choices.
For example, after looking at 50 different restaurant menus online, they experienced decision fatigue and just ordered a simple pizza. Or, wearing a daily uniform completely prevents morning decision fatigue. Decision fatigue.
Next, we used a very common, highly useful idiom, to sleep on it.
To sleep on it. This does not mean taking a nap on top of a physical object. Metaphorically, to sleep on it means to deliberately wait until the next day before making an important decision or buying something expensive, so you have time to think rationally.
For instance, it's a beautiful car, but it's very expensive, so I'm going to sleep on it before I sign the papers. Or, whenever you're angry, do not send the email. Sleep on it first. Sleep on it.
And finally, we talked about the beautiful adjective, sentimental.
Sentimental. This word describes feelings of tenderness, sadness, or deep nostalgia connected to memories of the past. A sentimental object might have zero financial value in a store, but massive emotional value to your heart.
For example, the old cheap plastic watch was very sentimental to him because it belonged to his grandfather. Or, it is very difficult to throw away sentimental items when you're cleaning the house. Sentimental.
Wonderful. That completely concludes our calm word tour for today. Please remember, you absolutely do not need to perfectly memorize all of these complex expressions right now.
Just choose one single word or phrase from this list that connected with your heart or your personal living space today, and try to use it in your mind or write it in a notebook this week. Let the words sit with you slowly.
And speaking of writing, we have a very small, friendly piece of homework for you tonight. We want you to go down to the comments section below the video and tell us about your minimalist journey.
Yes, which of our 10 rules do you want to try this week? Or tell us about one silly thing you bought for your fantasy self. Did you buy a pasta machine like Emma or expensive paints like me?
It absolutely does not have to have perfect grammar. It just has to be real, honest, and written by you. You're still learning, and making mistakes is the whole point of this beautiful journey.
We genuinely read every single one of your comments. We see your amazing progress, and we celebrate your small wins with you, exactly like two friends cheering for you from the side of the road.
Thank you so much for trusting us with your English education and also with your quiet, valuable time today. Remember, you do not need to completely empty your house to find peace. You just need to be a little more intentional with what you keep.
Take a massive deep breath, relax your tired shoulders, and give yourself a little credit for today. You showed up, you listened, you grew.
And we'll be right here next time, ready to talk, laugh, and explore the beautiful world of language with you in our quiet corner. I'm Emma.
And I'm Henry. Take very good care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time.